taking the cycle rickshaw from the train station and then walking on the narrow alleys and then entering this wonderful building, which is just surprising. And just minutes after starting this beautiful performance by the dancers, it's a real expression of what is Delhi.
Projects like this create precedents. So it's really interesting for the community to start feeling proud of where they live. And once that happens, you start taking care of the place that you live in. So I think it's kind of like also giving, I mean, in marketing you would say, it's like giving something a brand and a brand identity. And places like this will give Chandni Chowk that identity.
The first 3 years actually took in just laying down the foundation because the entire foundation was falling off, and the next 2 years went into making sure that the building stays strong and into conservation restoration work, and all the things the architectural beauty you can see here, that is the work of the last 6 months. If you make something beautiful, you take so much of time, so much of effort, so much of money into it. So you want people to see it, and as much as people to come, see how the work has been done, see how the glory can be restored, see how the past can come alive, and actually see the entire beauty of the Haveli.
These Havelis were big mansions of rich people, and always in the family, it was a joint family, and they'd have a whole bunch of servants or people who were working for them who'd have their little quarters outside or on the fringes of the Haveli, right? So it actually functioned like one unit where rich people were living with people who were their sort of helpers and staff, and they would sustain the ecosystem economically and socially as one unit. And that's what was very different from how we live today, where the richer people live together and the poorer people live together. there's not been that imagination that it can actually revive to become something meaningful or valuable. Because at one point, it just became too inconvenient to be in Old Delhi. Like all of New Delhi became more convenient, and functionality mattered more than charm. So it just sort of moved out. But I think it will come back, yeah. And a lot of it will have to happen from within and not just from outside the old city.